Hello and welcome. Right then, we're going to get stuck in straight away. Let's get cracking.
And the Mickey quite like to distribute things now. I'm not saying I'm perfect here. It's old habits die hard, really. So the should using quite a lot of cash because it's on the perfect green, so it's at max. I think we won't get any. We might get a negative actually. Thinking about it, so we've got no score on our fields. Oh, okay. Oh, they don't all do it, do they? That's a point. So, other thing, potatoes, we need to just take. Oh, that's going into greenhouses. Oh, wow. I did wonder, but now I've seen. Fantastic. So do to protect our crops. Right, so then we now need to take it through till 10 o'clock to sell the potatoes, and then we need to switch it off instantly. That was quite a bang. For potatoes, of course. I mean, potatoes aren't, we all know, they're not worth a fortune. So now we knock it back to story. Fantastic. And our business is ordered. So next one is, I believe, there was something in February. Yeah, things that we'd already got. No, strawberry, I think we're going to keep them. Strawberries. Now, what is the storage limit for strawberries? Oh, 1,000,000 litres. Right, we'll just keep them ticking over nicely then. Next one then are, no, we're selling those really. There's only the strawberries we're keeping. They're part of our everyday income. Grape juice, olive oil, June. Sunflowers is March. So that's the next one we need to do. Those we've done. Soybeans, July. So there's a few in March. So that's what we're doing next. Have checked the sales we have indeed. And let's crack on. Yeah, I want this to flow nicely, but it's obviously you can't. That's why I'm not gonna. We're not doing this forever, because I realise that there's only a limited amount of like interest in something where, well, actually you're not actually doing an awful well. I mean, obviously work is going on behind the scenes, but you're not seeing a lot. Right. Ooh. Why not? I agree. It's standard baler. No, we can get the arm team's square one, really. That's the Giants one as well. It's only a skin, really, isn't it? Got to admit, we're paying more for less. I don't get that. Wow, so actually that is the top of its tree. It's not, for saying it's it's not actually big, is it? Oh, it's got a front loader attacher already. Fantastic. Which we'll willingly have that for that. We'd be silly to say no. Right, smashing, yeah. I say it's true, we can get them from the arm team. I mean, obviously we're spending a shed load of money on equipment, so that is why our cash is like pretty much staying where it is. Right, so then we need to look at, is there anything I've missed? Sunflower oil. Oh, it's actually top price now, which it shouldn't be, but it is. The rest of these are all in March. We're not going to earn a lot, are we? No, I've got to be honest, they're a little bit disappointed. I didn't expect to like be a millionaire from them, but I did expect for all the growing that it would be worth doing, so the flowers may be gone. Yeah, we should see. I mean, it has been 6 months. If you're going to win £1,000 or £7,000 in 6 months' work, I've got to be honest, it's a bit of a dead weight, really. Right, so then, concentrate. It is sunflower oil we need to do, so let's go to this here and say sunflower oil sell. Everything else is selling nicely. So let's speed time up to 10 o'clock. Smash it. Ooh, now that we felt that one. That's very nice. It really is. 5 for 8. So we do have the things to sell. Oh, let's knock that back now. That's the thing I normally forget to do. Is that smashing? Let's go through till March morning. Got no fields yet to obviously do, but we are getting to the point where I would want us to. And we've not got seeders and stuff like that, but again, as I keep saying, if nothing comes up in the sales, you've got to make a choice at that point. It's just that I know what choice I'm tempted to make, and I don't want it to be to say, oh yeah, he's gone for that one again, because that's what it is a bit like with me and my choices. Ooh. Oh, it's the 6 metre as well. Oh, excellent. We are getting some equipment that really is going to make a difference. So we have got a planter. We would need to do something like Colossus 20 tonner though. We've got the one we've got. I'm happy with that one. It's not terrible. That's my old favourite. It's still a very firm favourite. In fact, it's still my number 2 favourite. That's the WMX. I love that. It's by someone like it's still somebody one of my favourite models. Yeah, it's a cracker. It is. I still love it a lot. It's just the hose is a bit of a stupendous superpower with its. Also, it never ever is too big for any tractor because it's only small. So it's sort of got some advantages that I used to see as a disadvantage. So right, it's now March. We've looked at that, and we need to sell all of our daisies and bluebells, edelweiss, yellow coneflower, daylily. These are July. So this would be interesting because I'd like to see like exactly how much we get for all of that. This is sort of well over 6 months work of the flowers. Why have we got the eucalyptus stopped? Because it's filled. Right, okay. We are approaching it. I don't mind if we're just selling 2 tons of that. I really just want to gauge the business because it's a big business. I mean, it takes up a lot of room. So, right, these. Why are they red? Solid fertilizer. Wow. I mean, yeah, they are. Not being funny, but they've taken a lot of solid fertilizer. So if they're not worth a lot, I've got to be honest, I'm not blown away. But you see, I mean, I'm like spouting off now, and we don't really say, but we have looked at the prices. They're not like telling us we're going to be earning a fortune, really. And like any business person, if you find that your businesses are that some businesses are good and some are not so good, it's, you would obviously, basically get rid of it. So then we need to take this till 10 o'clock. So 539 for selling all of that. Five three nine 549 559 569 30,000. They weren't terribly expensive, but they've cost us a shed load of solid fertilizer, really. Shed load. Yeah, they really have. And the water's cost us nothing, but I think, I've got to be honest, that is something I'm going to pull out of. Yeah, not yeah, the greenhouses were not terrible, but yeah, definitely they're going. It's not a business that's terribly. I'm not going to sell the water thing either because it will make us into billionaires. Right, so flowers, yeah. mean, it's a steady burn. But that would be so 60 grand. Well, there's a storage limit thing as well. Obviously, you're not got. I mean, you could of course throw them out and then keep them churning, and you might just about earn at top whack 60,000. Obviously, hard economy would make it even tougher. This is normal economy, so it would be 60,000 a year for that, which is not terrible, not really. But yeah, it's, put it this way, in comparison to the other businesses we have got, and maybe that's the wrong way to look at it. 60,000 isn't a terrible amount really. 2 greenhouses when you consider it. So perhaps it's me that's. But I suppose what I'm saying is I'm not prepared to do that. For that, when I know. I suppose it's like I know there's more lucrative. I could put 2 more gardens down and we could do far more wool, or you could put sheep down or whatever and do that type of thing, and that would be better for us. So yeah, it's not a bad business. It's just not a good business, is what I'm really trying to say. So we need to be going to. Yeah, we're going to buy in fields. Have we got enough equipment? Let's go and have a look. Obviously we've got tractors, a lot of tractors down this end. Snow on the ground, that I didn't realise. We have a mechanical weeder, we have this weeder, we have a fertiliser spreader, we've got really the means of almost doing this naturally. We've got like the slurry, and we've even got a destoner and a roller, so we really haven't done bad. So then, no, obviously got no, and or fill it, both of you pack it in. It's my fault. Right, so then fields. I think we said this. We also want to buy them when they're not. So let's do it now. Yep, and I can afford that too. Yep, and what about you? 2. This is going to skin us, but that's the name of the game. Now it's March. We couldn't work now, I know, so we may as well go through no matter what, because it's just nothing left to do. So we've sold those. We need to be we've sold them, so we don't need to worry about switching them off now, do we? Because they're gone, really. So these are still. Ooh. Seeds. We need to buy some more seeds for everything's run out of seeds. Well, I doubt Omatana has. That's usually very generous with itself. This likewise is stuck at 2 tons, and that one's going to be quite a way in the year still. So yeah, it's. Do we tell the eucalyptus to not store? Let's have a look. Which are these? How much are they worth? 7, 6, and 5. Again, you're talking sort of similar amounts. But the one bad thing I'm going to say, it is a very large production, so it would take up quite a small field really to earn. I suppose if you compare it to a crop, a poor crop without any kind of production, it's not terrible. If you were to sell straw as it was meant to be sold, you get peanuts. But if you did a mod that changes it to silage, or mainly silage, then obviously it can become worth quite a bit more. Even selling just silage is obviously much better than selling just straw, so quite a considerable amount. And then obviously if you do something with it, or you've got a BGA, an end game, then obviously you can earn a fortune. Right, so we've got to go until April. We did check. Yeah, we did. Get so confused, I've got to be honest, when I'm doing these type of things, because I just don't want to miss the months where I'm like, did I do this month or did I do last month? It sort of blurs a bit when you get going through the months quickly like this, because if you're doing it slowly like you would normally do, then obviously it's a different sort of kettle of fish. Right, that's better. We can actually do some farming now. And of course there's nothing in the sales in April, so we do need. Can we afford what I would normally go for? We could buy My absolute favourites, but they're little. I think actually, when you consider buying 2 of those, as much as it's people might say, "Oh, it is boring," he's going to go for. It's true. And one of the reasons I'm going to say that I would go for this, no, a planter. Yeah. This also, I know we could have got vegetables. We will plant vegetables as well, definitely. But we do need. Yeah, this I think is one of the best values in the game. Now, obviously, the normal Kinsey is 139,000. But this one here, not the unrealistic. Oh, I forgot it also does vegetables too, doesn't it? It's 72,000. So very good. I mean, it's hard to compete with that when you think it does all of the seeding too, which is why it's so very. Why I'm almost tempted always to go for that. It's also 72,000. So yeah, I'll show you the seeders that I've got that are similar. And I think the size is an extra 4 meters. And I've got a couple of decent ones actually. Again, adjusted ones that have got planter sections that can be bought in and swapped out with the seeder section. I would imagine that's. I would imagine it's got to be surely different pipes and stuff for that type of thing. That's I mean it's a 9 meter, and it does no-till and it does fertilise. It's quite an advantage to actually do the fertilising too, I think. So, no, I've not. No, I haven't. No, that's not. No, I mean that's very reasonable. It is, but it only does again the seeding. Doesn't do the actual. Yeah, now here we go by DS Power again. It would. This is an 8 meter. 4 meters less. Does it make any difference? The other thing is that has a roller. Yeah, that one is. Doesn't say it's cheaty really, which I like it when it doesn't say it's cheaty. We have also got Mad Dogs, which he's got the one that does fertilising too, and it's a 6 meter. He's also got that one that's a little bit cheeky and does potatoes as well. Yeah, so that's not. I wouldn't break the bank that one, but again, when you consider we're losing 6 meters, you can see why I'm on about the planter being probably the best option in the game at present. Yeah, I mean it depends how you view it, doesn't it? Really, it's not a cheaty. I'm going to go for that one. I am, but also what I really like about this is it has got a roller. Now. I know we've got a roller too, and that you can still use those for other reasons like squidging stones, but you'd be silly not to put that on for 1,000 really. Yeah, we'll do Kinsey. Beacon we will. Capacity with standard, I don't want anything special. The frame. No, we'll do Kinsey colours. It is a Kinsey, so we're going to keep it as is. For 73,650, because I just think at present it's probably the very best value in the game. The only tractor we've got that will do that is the Biggie. I don't think it's that high powered, is it though? That one, the 12 meter, yeah, 200 horsepower. Yeah, so we've got our original 175, which could just about stretch to this. We've got that can just about stretch to that. And we've got the big red one that can easily do that. So we've got to repair this little lot. I think we'll do that on camera now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of cheat. And I don't literally mean cheat. What I mean is, yeah, we're going to grab a toolbox and we're going to run down the line. I'm not cheating, really. No, and I'm going to go for the red one, not because it's the cheapest, but because it's red. Yeah, I think sometimes when they're in the grass, you can see them better. Than my favourite's the Troll Toads. No, that one was new, so that one's going to be fine. So we're down to 148. We need to buy things like We also need to see how much this little lot's going to cost us for repairing it all when we run down the line, really. Let's add up this some sugar and jam. Likewise, it's going to cost us not as much as you think. It's reasonable anyway, so I would imagine it's not going to cost us too much. This is again reasonable normally, so therefore that is very reasonable anyway. So right, smashing. So next session we have the joys of coming to grab this little lot, and we're going to need some seeds. We do still need some, I think, what was it we've run out of again? Remind me. It was seeds, wasn't it? So we're going to buy, well, we need some seeds anyway, so let's buy a shed load of seeds. Yeah, we'll buy, I mean like 16 or something like that, because we need some for our normal business. We can't forget that, otherwise it's soon. So 8. Fantastic. I think next time we want some manure, we'll get it loose, and I'll have a buy point which we'll pay for. So that's where I'm going to leave this session. So we're down to 132,363, but we have been busy buying lots of agricultural equipment. Ooh, that's a bit of a saddle. So we'll buy that in a session, definitely. And we've got an arsenal of tools that we've been very fortunate to get over the winter, including a couple of tractors that have taken the team up to about 6 or 7. Team 7. Let's have a quick look. I'd like to sort of show what we have got. We've obviously got the original harvester 2. Medium tractors we've got 2. And small tractors we've got 4. So 6, and with our telehandler it's 7. Yeah, really. That's right, smashing. So we've got, yeah, mechanical weeder 2, haven't we? We've got everything, and it's decent, 12 meters. Not like the tractor, obviously, but it's still a cracking thing. And let's not forget, we have just spent a fortune, most of our profit, on that 3 sets of fields, each with a bit of room on the end. So, yeah, we could either, I'm tempted to make that into one, and leave that where that one's 2, yeah, 18, and those 2 there. It's a shame because they're going to plant that, aren't they? We've not got enough to buy it. We've only got 132,000, and we are of course central. I would like to start buying sheds now that we've got such a lot of equipment, but we've got to like make the businesses we've got work. April. Well, I think we have got a big business. I think the clothes are going to be worth a shed load of cash. Oh, my life. What, you are not kidding. Wow. 464,000. Wow, it's going to be more. It's going to be $500,000 by the time we do that. That's brilliant. Soybeans July is the best, and with the bonsais and that. So we can tell what we're going to earn roughly off that. Is going to be about 21,000, so I would say that that's probably the same as the other one. It might be 30 odd grand, but you've got to look about what businesses gobble up. Yeah, what did it cost me to make that 30 grand? And that's when you've got to really think, that's not really so good. When I've had a shed load of, yeah, I mean that one's not that expensive to run. Oh, it is solid. Look, I mean, we've got reasonable price. That's not eating us out of house and home either. That one's not devouring it at a terrible rate. So that one's not too bad. But it obviously solid fertilizer normally game prices would mean that was. I don't think you'd be making that much profit with it. So again, probably for me personally, it's a mod that I now have tested. That I'm going to like think, no, I don't. Flowers and trees, though. Not terribly lucrative. I think I'd sooner do normal crop in a normal fields, if I'm honest. But that's where we're going to leave it. We have got a lot of work to do next session. We have got, yeah, a lot of... It's true, we also need... Let's try and consistently state in the shop. We need some fertiliser, don't we, as well? Both for... Yeah, for like the businesses we've got, as we've just seen, and also for our fertiliser. So I would say we really need quite a few. I'd say 3, at least. Now we also, because this is not the holes, it is going to need quite a lot of lime. Yeah, it's... I might bring the production shed in to make... Not as cash, because I would like this not to be about the fertiliser businesses, really. Oh, no, I've gone past it. Stones. I didn't go far enough. Yeah, so I think we'll buy 4 of those, and we may need more. Oh, okay. We'll buy those next time, then, it appears, because we've run out of space. We've completely... filled this place with stuff, so there you go. Right, so thanks to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this unusual journey, but we're really about ready to go into farming properly, and it's we got there quite quickly, but all by valid businesses, no cheating going on or anything like that. And we have also sifted through mods that I've wanted to have a look at and thought, is it going to be a viable business or is it not? And now I'm going, I'm not sure it is. But yeah, it's you've got to test and got your own opinion about something. Because other people may think, no, that's actually a really good business. So it's only because I suppose I might be ruined a little bit by fertiliser business. If you see the best businesses and you know you can earn very well, and then you see another business that's ticking over, I still stick to it though. When you consider that it uses solid fertiliser, unless you've got a very good partner, it seriously just hamper how much. I mean, we put those water things down there, $5,000 a pop as well. So what I mean is there's the greenhouses themselves, there's the upkeep for said greenhouses versus what you're going to earn from that. If you took all of that away, I don't think the profit is worth it at all, which is a bit like what I say about the Giants ones. All things considered, the cost and how much you get back for the production, sometimes I think it's better to do the crop, if you do the right crop, really, than the very slow burn that you get from some productions. And note to say some, the new wood ones in the, not premium. Ooh, yeah, I know, so that I can, yeah. Same place. It's from the premium. It is the platinum expansion. Yes, some of the wood businesses in that are very lucrative. They are. That Giants went from their normal. It's not going to earn very much at all, if anything, to this time you're going to earn quite a lot, which was quite a different thing for them. They seem to have gone back with a new farm production pack to I've not seen anything at all that the sheds are very large, very large, and not too expensive for the size, but there's not a single business that I've seen so far that I would want. I've yet to try the solar panels, but I need to have the cleaner thing and see how lucrative that is. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I'm not expecting to be bowled over. Say it as a silly. I'm sorry for those who, but I think you could be truthful, really. I know a lot of people try and like to say, oh yeah, it's alright. Well, I don't think it is. When you add all elements, I think it's very good. So a lot of them, certain businesses are terrible. I think the worst production that I can think of, Giants, I personally think, is the cereal factory. because what it needs to what goes out makes no viable business sense to me. Because I mean, we all know corn's probably one of the most cheapest things. Honey's worth quite a bit. Oats are not bad, and neither are raisins, which have to go through a production themselves to be got in the first place. When you look at how much you get for cereals, if you look at cereals in the right place, that is. I don't do this, but I have actually. Yeah, I got the cereal factory on one of the thing, and that's when I homed in on it, and I thought, hang on a minute. I mean, yeah, if you look at raisins, 2784, that's just one element of it, and no, it's one of the further down ones. Cereal 4607. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I missed them again. I'm terrible at looking at the individual things. Cereal's 46. That's 27. That's one element of the thing that goes into that. Honey, 1983. Those two components are now worth more than the cereal, and to do cereal I have about 4 inputs. So whoever made that and thought that was a viable business wants shooting. Really, it's terrible. You're losing money. You're supposed to gain. Not only that, you've also got to buy the plants to shoot yourself in the foot. It was one time when I actually got it and I started to do the sums, and I'm like, huh? This makes no sense. If I sell my honey and I sell my raisins that I must have produced and had a factory to make, then to be honest, I'm already losing money, and then I need corn on top, and there was something else as well. Let's have a look. Let's remind myself of how terrible that business is. That should never have. Oats. Again, oats, you earn $1,000. Well, yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oats. If we just focus on this one, the most shocking business ever, 1,109. Obviously, these are selling at the best, but most farmers, most of us sell at the best price. So if I sold my goods at the best possible price, and of course we were looking at the best possible price for cereal, we cripple the price, and we could sell our oats without any kind of factory, we could sell our honey without any kind of factory, we could sell our corn without any kind of factory, and we can sell our raisins without any kind of factory and make, I would say, double the amount of cash that cereal makes. So if that's not a mistake of epic proportions, I don't know what is. There's not many people who can't look at those kind of sums and think, yeah, Giants, you didn't really particularly do that terribly well, because I'm halfway there with just my honey. I'm more than halfway there with that. I've actually eclipsed the price of cereal just with honey and raisins. So what incentive is there for me to make cereal? Not at all. Yeah, it is true. I've got to highlight that one. If anyone was going to have a go at me, I'd like to say, well, hang on a minute. You do the sums yourself, mate. It speaks for itself. Somebody did an epic mistake, and then obviously I've got to buy an 80. Was it 80 grand or more? Is that one of the dearer ones? Is it 110 now? It is as well. It's big. It's 110,000, and you're going to lose money. So, and there's no way on this earth, even if I was given one, which I was on a Let's Play, I thought, I don't want to do this. Even I can work out, I'm not the brainiest person, but I can work out that I'm going to lose a shed load of money if I do all of these things. And I remember knowing at the time, because I'd done raisins and honey separately, and I thought, hang on a minute, they're worth a shed load of money. Why would I stick those as the ingredients and then lose money on the final products? And I thought, well, you would if you were a Wally, but you're not, so let's not do it. Anyway, yeah, just as I'm backing up my theories with hard figures, that's all I wanted to do, so that I'm not spouting off, and you can see that I'm not being unfair, that actually when you work it out, it's a terrible business, and I can say that so in a negative way, because it really is a bad business. Anyway, yeah, this is me signing out and saying thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you'll sort of join me again. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.